Shalom, family. The price of progress is pain, man. When it comes to actually being in this truth, the more we grow, the more we have to realize everybody is not going to believe. Everybody is not going to come into this truth uh, that you want. You know, we can't choose who receive this. We cannot. So, like your family, trying to make sure the sound is good. Sounds good. Yeah, the sound is good. Lord willing, I can make this smooth and quick and straight on the point. The sound is good. Lord willing, I can make this smooth and quick and straight on the point. The sound is good. Okay, now first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the most high God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, the Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit, and the Pillar of Hebrew. And double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, but willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere. Adi Shalom to the hopeful elect, scattered four corners of the earth in the same Spirit, teaching this word and believing this word, but willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwat Yam that are believers of this faith and this truth, Lord willing that they can continue to pursue their lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife, right? And Lord willing, the most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith, right? So everybody's not welcome to this truth, you know. Everybody is not welcome to this truth. You know why? Is because this is the Lord's ministry. He made this, right? Some are blinded to this world, right? Some are still stuck on this life side, you know, to this world. We cannot make anybody come in this truth. You can't make nobody. You know, when we teach in this word, we're giving you the understanding. Now, for you, you have to cleave to that. You know, like me, if I'm watching a brother, and if I can't understand, or if I don't cleave to his breakdown or what precepts, and I'm like I don't agree, I shouldn't be watching. You know, my spirit have to cleave to who the teacher is, not personally, but what he's teaching. I should be able to know. I should be able to subscribe to it. Now, if I subscribe to it, now it goes into do you believe? Do you believe that this happened? Do you believe you got to do this? Right? Do you believe in that? You have to come in this thing with believing, right? So me coming in this truth, I had to accept everybody's not going to get this. I could see family members probably happy birthday. I could see them promoting pictures of the family, then I might not be in it, or I could see this and see that. I have to accept that this truth is not for everybody. You have family of the flesh, and you have family of the spirit, right? First, let me get this. Now that I'm actually writing near this book, this is the classic that I go to fluently. This is what motivates me when I'm walking this step. Now, none of us know who the elect is, but you have to know the elect is not being lazy, being sluggard, right? The elect is not in this thing not believing. They probably misdirected and they have to grow in this faith and understand. And the elect want to hear it. The elect is searching for the truth. The elect is not just sitting on their ass, right? Some of us is sitting on our ass, but some of us was looking Mason, Illuminati. Listen, we was looking for the truth. Some people in these churches is looking for the truth, but they still wrapped around the false teaching, right? Eventually, hey, if the Lord dealing with them, they're gonna be shake loose. This is Mark 3 and 35. I'm gonna start at 33. It says, and he answered them, saying, who is my mother and my brethren? And he looked round about on them which sat about him, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of God, the same as my brother and my sister and mother. Right? So if you're not doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're not family. In the spirit, you're not family. You have to accept, we have to accept that. How harsh that sound? Hey, that's my family in the flesh. Right? Let's look at this one. This is Ephesians 6 and 6. Start at 5. It says, Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling and singleness of your heart, as unto a Mashiach, not with eye service as men pleasers, but as the servants of a Mashiach, doing the will of God from the heart. Right? We have to do the will of Yahweh Shema Shai by heart and mind. Right? Even if you're around family members that might not believe, friends that don't believe, you want to be at peace with all men. You want to shine your light on them, right? But when it comes to them not cleaving to this truth, they could be talking about God, they could be saying it miscorrect. That could be your moment of saying, hey, this and that. But if you see that they don't cleave, it's better that you don't have yourself around people where you got to debate, where you got to cut them in the scriptures, right? Because this thing is not for a debate. This truth is one-sided. It's either this way or the highway, you know? But it's always better to put yourself around people that believe, because it opens you up. It makes you happy. It makes you feel wanted. It makes you feel loved. It makes you feel like you're in the same mind. It's like playing a football team. Y'all all got one goal: play the game as a team and win. You know, if we lose as a team. You know, it's a team thing, and the elect are moving as one, right? And we have to please the Lord to the best of our ability, right? Let's see what it says in Hebrews chapter 10. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse, right? I'm gonna start at verse. This is Hebrews chapter 10. I'm gonna start at 32. It says, But call to remembrance the former days, in which after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of affliction for this truth, affliction for your faith. It says, Partly while as ye were made a gazing stock, both by reproach and affliction, and partly while as ye became companions of them that were so used. For ye had compassion on me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance. Right? This is what this faith consists of. You're working because you're working towards that heavenly substance that the Lord promised you. Right? It says, Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense, repay of reward. Right? So you don't want to cast away your confidence in Yahweh Shem Shai. No man, no woman should take your drive towards Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, and if we do that, we're allowing that to happen. And sometimes the Lord can do that because a lot of us men, women, men are weak in this faith. We're weak. That's why when the MOTB come, Jacob trouble come, a lot of y'all that's weak now, you're going to be even weaker when the MOTB come. You're going to be weaker when Jacob's trouble come, because you're not trying to be strong on this side. Yes, we're in this flesh, and we do get weak sometimes, but you can't have a repetitive being weak all the time, right? Because this right here, this is an open crash course. When all things cut off, that's gonna show if your faith was real. You know, shalom, Ephraim Yasharala, man, shalom, right? Right here, this is your test drive. Anybody that's enduring this test drive when the MOTB and Jacob trouble come, that's gonna show if your faith was strong, right? A lot of us got to get ourselves in order before we worried about a child, a cousin, your ex, your fiance, your mother, your auntie, your grandmother, even how I'm looking at my family. Before them, I got to look at myself, and I got to look at my household. Then the sheep that is cleaving to this faith, those are the ones you worried about first, because the ones that's not being the sheep, the Lord have blinded them, right? Actually, let me get that one. Let's go to Romans. Let's go to Romans real quick. Romans 11 and 7. I'm at work, but it's an easy day today, so I got some time. This is Romans 11:7. I'll start at 5. It says, even so, then at this present time also there is a remnant, a remaining according to the election of grace. So only a few of us got that favor. That's what grace is, favor. It says, and if by grace, then is it no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. Now, this is not saying you don't have to do works. It's going into a lot of us is in this thing really by faith. A lot of us is moving by faith. You know, a lot of us that's doing this work, your faith is drawing you to do this thing, right? It says, but if it be of works, then is it no more grace, right? No more favor. Otherwise, work is no more work. Then what? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, right? The elect deep in their spirit in that temple, right? You believe. That's what's drawing you to do the works because you believe. People put the law. Yes, that law, baby. But if you don't believe in these things, you're not going to move it out. You're not going to endure to the end. You're not going to duck and weave like Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson. Sometimes you're going to get hit. You're going to get hit, right? But it's about what you're going to do. Is you're going to endure that pain or you're going to tell somebody to throw the flag? Just because you can't get this person in, is you going to make it a quit? Oh, man, I'm not going to believe in the Lord unless they get in. You cannot be Captain Save-A-Ho. You got to seek your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? I might not make it. I could be destroyed, but the Lord gave me a purpose to hold on. I need to feed his sheep. Let alone if I believe I'm a sheep, I need to feed myself. If I'm feeding myself, I got to make sure I'm feeding my household. The more that I'm feeding my household, it's supposed to reflect on me. Look, I'm just like you. I have family, I have friends, I have homies that I want to make it. But guess what? I have to put that emotions and feelings deep inside and throw it behind me. This is to people that's not in the truth, that's coming in the truth, and this is for people that is in the truth that might have those problems, whoever it is, right? Because of what I saw, that made me think, and I'm like, dang, they really don't really get this. And then it just had me think while I'm at work, everybody not gonna get this. So hey, if you're a loved one or whoever you could be, and hey, and this can hit you too, hey, sink this into yourself. You have to accept what is in this faith. The elect is already the elect is already watched. That's who's going to get it or not. And guess what? By your actions, the Lord can see your faith. Through your faith, the Lord can see your works. So if you moving towards that kingdom, that's what we always have to worry about, right? The lesson I went to last night with 1 Corinthians chapter 7. If marriage and all these other things of the world distract us, just imagine, these sports, your loved ones, this shit distract you and it take you away from your purpose. I'm gonna just read it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 35. In this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai without distraction. You have to work out your purpose towards Yahweh Shem Shai without distractions. The little things that we do have, you want to love it, but don't get attached to it. And if it's not coming in the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, leave the shit behind. Sometimes you could leave something behind and you could be somewhere else and then it catch up to you, right? You have to leave something that you attached to, leave the shit behind. An old relationship that you had, leave the shit behind. Oh, that's my best and friend. Leave this shit behind. Because you could keep feeding them and they don't want to get it. You got to leave them behind and you be the symbol of an example. This is more important than that relationship. This is more important than this job. And you let it go and you let the Lord hold that course. What did Susanna do? She had faith, but she's like, man, these men are the judges. Man, what I'm going to do, man, I don't want to have sex with them because I don't want to displease the Lord. But then if I do, then I'm going to be killed. You know what? I'm going to hold on to it. She went to court and holding on. She cried to the Lord. You know all things that's secret. Then the Lord raised up Daniel and he defended her, man. So usually not usually, all the time prayer works. But you get your answers through these understanding that we could be praying for a loved one again in this, and the Lord give you a different loved one, give you a different friend that's actually trying to walk this walk. You know, We get our answer. Everybody not gonna get this. The brother put, I have come to the realization that I will lose children and family. Yes, you will. You know, and get in some case, say if you lose children that's underage and they still following your order, they're going to get saved in this thing. You know, but say if your child is 18, 20, 22, and they leave out of your order and they doing their own thing, it's over. You're gonna see them back in the kingdom when you make children. It's over for them. You know, we got to come in the realization of that, because that can hold you. That can really hold a burden on you. And there's nothing wrong when you let it go from being in the flesh and you in the spirit. You gonna still chill and cherish your loved ones, and you can still have hope that maybe one day. But guess what? You got to still have it on your own of knowing the Lord got you in this. So right there and then, the Lord helped at least a part of that bloodline is in this truth, man or woman. You're in this thing, and another family member is not. Right? This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4. That was a beautiful point. He said he came to the realization that I will lose some children and family. And yo, that's the Lord is looking, and guess what? You're gonna still be tested. You're gonna chill with family. They saying certain things, and then imagine you chilling with them, and they say the left hand side things. They're doing the left hand side things. You're gonna get confirmation why they don't get it. You're gonna see they stubborn. A woman loud, she half naked. Oh, I'm gonna just do what I want. But I believe it. Then you're gonna get confirmation on, oh, now I know why the Lord is not letting them get this increase. I see it. So it helps you be at ease. But in the spirit, you ain't trying to stab them. Man, you're gonna keep that to yourself. Because people that's not of the faith, it don't have, hey, look, it don't have no bearing when you tell them you're gonna be destroyed. I said this to many people. Hey, if you don't get this, you can get destroyed. This shit don't do nothing to them. Day one, day two, we still here. They up. I thought I was gonna get destroyed. They still don't get it. So you already plant that seed. Keep it moving. Hey, what up, cuz? Yo, what up, homie? Yo, let's go. Let's go for a barbecue. But yeah, in most cases, some of us being in this walk for so long that sometimes your spirit don't like being around certain people for too long, right? 2 Corinthians chapter 4, a classic. Um, I'll just read verse 3 and 4. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel from Mashiach, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. Right? This glorious gospel have to shine on them. But if you are an unbeliever, it's because the spirit on the left-hand side got a hold of your ass, man. It got a hold on you. So we got to sit here and know, man, it got a hold on my mom. It got a hold on cousin Ray Ray. It got a hold on my ex. Oh, that girl that I used to talk to, I wanted her, but now I understand why she was kept bumping heads, because the God of this world on the left-hand side got a hold of her, man. And Esau is the physical representation of this God, man, feeding distractions on this side. If it wasn't for this social media, this internet, technology, right, money, the way money is moving, a lot of our people would be home and bored. And the number one thing, because right now, something is happening right now. They're saying the number one thing being sold throughout the whole world is the Bible. Because people are seeing prophecies happening. People are seeing rumors of wars going on overseas. It's no time to be dwelling on somebody that don't really care for this. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to any homie that I know that's in this thing. I'm talking to any female that's in this thing or coming in this thing, man. Especially I'm talking to myself. Because sometimes you got to rebuke the flesh sometimes, because sometimes your flesh like, man, I get it though, but maybe they might come. No, you got to rebuke that spirit. If they not coming in this thing now, tomorrow, next week, why this door is open, the door is going to be closed and you ain't going to have another chance to get in this thing. The mercy door is closing, man. The Lord is speaking to us. Let me get that precept. A lot of us, hey, if we here for another 5 years and brothers are still teaching, the Lord been knocking on your door and you still haven't listened, it's over for you, man. Salaki family. Is this the one I want? Yep, this is Job 33 and 14. It says, for God speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth not. right? The Lord is talking to all of us through different prophets, different, you can walk past them. You can hear somebody on your social media. The Lord is talking. What precept you dropped, brother? Oh, he deleted the message you dropped. The Lord is speaking to us once and twice, man. You know, the Lord is speaking to us once, he's speaking to us twice, and a lot of us don't perceive it, man. The Lord is really knocking at the door. He's trying to sup with you. How do you know the Lord's supping with you? Is with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you know? Because when we get this knowledge and understanding, we start getting confident in our walk, right? Let's read this. Verse 16 in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, it says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. That's your confirmation. If you renewing yourself, you have to look at the next person. Are they trying to renew themselves? Are they renewing themselves? If they're not, don't put that burden on you, because our flesh is so weak, we'll get so overwhelmed. We start slacking on our spiritual duties, right? Because we're so overwhelmed in the flesh. You have to feed the spirit each and every day. We're still in this flesh. You have to feed it every day, because thoughts come to your mind. You go around certain people. Guess what? They spirit can latch on to you, you know? But if you are a higher believer of the Lord, it doesn't matter what spirit come around you or in your house. They can't do nothing with you because you're strong in your faith. But when it comes to, I'm worried, or this and this and that, I really want them to get in. Guess what? You have a chance where you can get out the spirit, man. You can do certain things, right, that you shouldn't be doing, right, because you're weak in this thing. We have to be strong in this thing, not strong in the flesh, strong in the spirit. Salaki for what I'm about to say. Fuck the flesh. It's about the inward you, man. This has to be stronger. This flesh is a cocoon. It's a cocoon. When a caterpillar make that cocoon, when it comes out, it's a butterfly. It's about your spirit. Fuck the flesh, man. Fuck it, man. The inward part, right? It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Your spirit is trying to work on the things that you can't see. You know, this little affliction is for the flesh and it's for the spirit, but the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You are able to overcome the things that's in front of you because you're moving in the spirit. To move in the spirit, you move by the knowledge that you know of Yahweh Shema Shai. You move by faith and not by sight. People say certain things to you, and then you start listening, and then you start thinking of the spirit. And you can still be around somebody and they can say something off, and it make you think about the word. When you go home, you start reading, you're like, man, that's crazy. You know, because the whole point why we on this side is to be thinking about the Lord in all things that we do. Like in Colossians 3:23, right? The Lord tell us that we should be doing it unto the Lord and not unto men. So your life you should really consist on everything that you do. It's like you're doing it unto the Lord, right? Where is it at? Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men. So if you're a mother, yes, you're a mother to your children, but you're doing it heartily, like you're being a mother to the Lord, a father to the Lord, right? You working this 9 to 5 or this full-time job like I am, you're doing it like you're working for the Lord. This helps you stay in the mind of knowing, I'm not, like back then when I was following HOI, and I used to be angry working with these Edomites. And as soon as they did something, I would be calling them certain things. But now where I came into the knowledge of, we're still in oppression, right? You're supposed to be secretive when it comes to being in this faith. You know that who you is. That job, if they're not an Israelite, they don't need to know nothing about what you doing in this truth. You are a slave. This is about you, your family, and the sheep that believe. The Lord didn't tell us to go to work and rebuke your boss and all of that. This is about you, man. You know, soon as you leave work, now you're fully about the Lord. When you go to work, you got to work. Just because a boss telling you go wipe this, man, this dude, guess what? You are a slave. That's what an employer is. But if you don't understand the scriptures, all Edomites is not supposed to work. This is their kingdom. So it makes you laugh at work. I'm working for an Edomite that shouldn't even be working. You should be laughing. This is how you know that these are low-level Caucasians. You know, that's why the Lord gives you you can still laugh in this thing. The Lord got a sense of humor. You should not be gloomy every day. You should, an Israelite should have a good time. You could have a drink. Go do something if you want to. But some of us might want to live a simple life and be content with what we have, because this place is fucking falling. Soon as you get attached to things over here, you're going to crumble very hard. The brother dropped the precept Ephesians 2 and 2, wherein in times past ye walked according to the course of this world. That's a beautiful, beautiful point. According to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. See, that's why our cousins, our family, our homie, hey, they're the children of disobedience. You got to be the opposite of that, because this is a battle, right? That's a beautiful point that the brother just dropped. Let me get a precept just to follow along with the brother just brought out. This is Sirach Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 14. It says, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High. There are two and two, and one against another. You are in a spiritual battle. The obedience children have a purpose, just like you do. That's Sirach chapter 39. Sirach chapter 39, verse 21. It says, a man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he have made all things for their uses. In the GNT, it tells you that all creation have a purpose. So your grandmother, if she's not getting it, she has a purpose. Your old college best friend, they got a purpose. And you can tell when somebody's in the purpose of the Lord, they're going to start doing the will of the Lord, asking questions, studying and reading. When you come in this faith, people want to gather together. People want to study the men of the Lord. Let's do a lesson. Let's do a video. Let's go to camp. That's how you know you're in Salakia, obedient spirit. That's where you know you're around a crowd that wants to follow the Lord. Unbelievers, let's smoke. Let's smoke a blunt. Let's smoke 5 cigarettes. Let's go do some crack. Let's go to the strip club. Let's go to every party. Let's do holidays. We out of town every other week. We out of town every month. Even though you can go out of town in this truth, but you seeing how I'm talking about somebody obedient, they ain't bringing up Yahweh Shema Shai. They're not bringing up studying. They're not bringing up how did you get in this truth. They're not bringing the homology. They're not bringing up what's the name of the Lord. But hallelujah, I love Jesus. Happy Christmas. We have to come to the realization that everyone is not going to get it. Everybody's not going to make it. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? That's why you want to keep certain relationships to a certain minimum, right? Because spirits can leech off. Some people of the world can cleave onto you so much, and then the minute they get so comfortable, come on, man, let's go do something, man. You always in the house. Nah, I'm good over here. Then eventually you're going to start doing those things. Spirits is going to lay on. You might stay away from smoking weed. You might stay away from drinking. You might stay away from certain people, and it might start making you twerk, sister. If you're not strong, the whole point Yahweh Shai was with. People say the Lord was dealing with sinners, but some of us fall off when we're around sinners because we're not strong enough. Yahweh Shai was strong enough, but his purpose being around sinners was Republicans because he knew some of their hearts. He knew that some of them were going to come to the truth. That's the reason why you're around sinners and Republicans, so that your light can shine on them, that they can gravitate and change their thoughts, change their ways. But it's not to be around them to be buddy, and you're not thinking, I hope my light shine on them. Every time I'm around people of the world, Jake at my job, I hope somebody asks me a question. The Lord willing, when he see me on break, he see me reading or talking. Yo, bro, you was really into your conversation. Nah, bro, I was doing a lesson. And I keep it to a short. What lesson was you doing? Oh, going in the scriptures. But, that's here and there. Oh, bro, oh, you believe in the Lord? Oh, praises, man. Man, I'm an Israelite. You be like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. What did you say? And that happened to me at work. You want to be around people of the world to shine your light. As a man, you want to be around worldly people where they ask you a question. I'm not just around them just for natural shit, man. Oh, the football game, even though it's cool, and it's cool, and then you watching the football game, but soon as somebody start doing some weird stuff, man, the Lord made them look some weird stuff. Then in the next minute, I don't even want to be around you no more. But mostly all the time when I'm around worldly people, I might add, Lord, please allow my light to shine, and they ask me a question, even if they don't. Chilling with them for 5 hours, you know. But I'm not gonna cleave around a worldly person for so long that now, yo, you wasn't chilling with me. Come on, chill, chill, and all they doing is smoking weed all day. Man, I like what you doing out, because everybody I know, they know me. Man, I like what you doing out there in the corner for our people, man. But they don't never ask me a question. So I usually chill with them on a hush hush, you know, because that's the reason why I come around, man. I come around to shine my light that you might ask. And everybody always say, yo, you still doing that thing that you doing? Man, I seen you one day on Broadway, man. I like what you doing. One day I'm gonna cleave to it, but you know, I'm not ready now. I be hoping for that. So I could tell him, man, don't do it too late because the Lord about to destroy this place. I sold my seed. I'm on my way. I get in my car. I'm out. But I'm not just doing it to be buddy buddy. I'm trying to rub off that aura on people. People got this thing twisted, man. Because then people get comfortable when they're around you. I'm around this person that's of the faith. They get so comfortable around you that now, say if you just bring up out of nowhere, man, got it, man, I don't want to hear that. How you gonna feel when you've been around somebody for 30 days, 6 months, and then out of one occasion you start bringing up the Lord, like, man, dude, shit about to get real. They're like, man, what's on your mind, man? Shit about to get, man, this is about to come. The Lord said, man, I don't want to hear that, man. You getting a little too deep. That would turn you off, man. And then you would think for 6 months. You gonna tell me after you asking me what's wrong with me, and then now I'm just trying to vent to you and tell you what's going on, and my mind is worrying. You be like, yeah, man, that's a little deep, man. This is why I don't even try to get into that. Should turn you off, man, because now you just got confirmation. This person don't give a damn about the Lord, b right? For real, for real. Like I don't get in this thing for no emotions and feelings, man. You know, I'm gonna make this my last one. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 21 to 23. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. So I don't care if you saying Jesus or if you saying Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. If you're not sincere, what did it say? Shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Everybody's saying, Lord, Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Yahushai, Yahushai. Yo, you're not gonna get in the kingdom with that, right? It says, but he that endureth that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven, those are the ones that's going to enter the kingdom. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? Then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquity, man. That's why you want to be sincere in this thing, man. Oh Lord, I did this, I did that, man. Who gives a damn, man? You should be about the Lord. It's not about the reward that you get. And that's somebody that's prideful on this side. Oh man, I've been doing this, man. I've been teaching for 20 years. Hey, Lord, man. Hey, 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 hey. Nah, man. You got to keep working until the Lord get here. And still be in this thing with trembling and fear that it could be you, that you might not make it, you know? But all this work and this faith, it makes you believe, hey, I might actually make it. But you still look at yourself, I'm still in this flesh. I'm still worthy to die. I'm still a filthy rag, you know? The brother dropped another precept. This is Leviticus 20 and 26. And ye shall be holy, which is set apart in the Hebrew is Kodash, unto me. For I, the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, am holy, and have severed, served you from other people that you should be mine, right? Come on, man. And we should be holy like the Lord. What is holy? Set apart. And when you're set apart, you're not like your family, your friends. Better yet, you're not like the people of this world. This right here is temporal, man. 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. This is temporal. Who gives a damn about this, man? My job, man, dude. Like, for real, for real. I want to keep working. I want to be providing for my household. But when America fall, right, yeah, cut, severed, severed. Hold on, man. You pronounce that way better, man. Let me get that back. We're going to get that back real quick. sliced off. Hey, what the heck? So like your family. Right, severed to having been cut or sliced off. Right? What it said at the bottom, it says, and I'll read it again. Leviticus 20:26, and ye shall be holy unto me, for the Lord Yahweh Shemashai am holy, and have severed you from other people, cut you off from other people, that ye should be mine. Right? This is even more why you have to know that nothing in this world is more important than the relationship that you really have with the or have a relationship with the Lord. And you can't tell if somebody tell you that Yahweh Shai is a so-called black man. No, man, no, he not. Color don't matter. Then you really don't have a relationship with the Lord. You have to be stern in this thing and put your emotions and feelings aside. You know, I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm not in this thing to force anybody. But every man, every woman, every child in this thing must know you can't make nobody come into this truth. You didn't even make your own self come in this truth. You know, but by keep praying to Yahweh Shemal Shai, Lord willing that they could come in this thing, right? Yeah, he's showing ownership. My wife always say that. I love when you do ownership, right? You know, we are the Lord's people, man. And when you look at this side, only the elect is the Lord's people. The ones that put Yahweh Shemal Shai before anything. Those are the real children of Yahweh Shemal Shai. Not these half of thought individuals. Niggas is putting a job, that damn pussy, the damn a nigga. They put everything else before Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Even when they come in the truth, but this and this and that. You know, you got to come in this thing with order. Literally real order. Like if you tell her, like I told a brother one time, yo, your wife shouldn't be at camp. Then a brother get all defensive. Oh no, man, bro, man, she got to hear this word too. That's a when you go out teaching this word, it's a war zone. Your wife should be at home looking at you, laying yourself down as an example, but you bringing her to camp. She's not laying herself down. She ain't teaching nothing. You know, we're held accountable in this thing. As soon as you pick up this sword, you wanna do everything that you can right to the best of your ability. Everything you ain't gonna be able to fully do, because we in this flesh and we're in captivity. But the number one thing you should be doing is believing in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You should always grow in faith. Always grow, you yourself. Because nobody should be able to break you down from the faith that you have in the Lord. Nobody. Nobody, man. Your mama, your daddy, don't care who it is, man. Your pappy, your grandpappy, your Uncle Janine, I don't give a damn. Nobody should come in between your faith, man. You know? And just because they not getting it, that don't mean you slack. The Lord chose you. Guess what? You better be humble and keep it moving. Be a love to your friends and your homies. When I'm at work and brothers I try to be more civil. Yo, Jake, yeah. I try to shine my light on them. Even if they cool. You know, I pray for them from the distance. Lord willing, they cleave to the truth. Lord willing, they find their way on the YouTube and they can see the breakdowns and all that, and then they actually come in this truth. If not, I did my part. Got the blood off my hands. So Lord willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect, to the sheep that's in this thing. Just know you can't get everybody in this thing, man. And it's a pain. It's a real deep pain. But when you move in the spirit, you have to toughen up and understand. I realize I can't make everybody get in this thing. I realize it. And then you start getting more confident when you're around people, because you came to the realization I can't get everybody in this, you know? So I love y'all to the moon and never back. And I'm talking about the ones that's sincere, that's trying to get their salvation. For the ones that's not, that love is not there. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest. For real, for real. Whoever do the will of my Father, Mark 3:35, is my brother, my mother, and sister. I'm telling you, as a man that's living in this flesh, I know who my real family is. The ones that's trying to do the will of the Lord, trying to grow in this thing. I don't care if you've been in this for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. If you just came in, my family is the ones that want to do the will of the Lord. If you don't, you're not my family, bro. With that, love you, right? I love y'all to the moon and never back, man. Always. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. always, shalom, shalom. Oh, and another thing, yo, the water brother for dropping your precepts too, man. Yo, hey, shalom, king.